Hello, this is my entry into Chris Capoon's Slinky 300k giveaway. We're supposed to talk about a favourite lock, and like a lot of lock sporters, my favourite lock is the latest one to come along that's new in my possession and to be picked, etc, etc. I met up with an old friend I hadn't seen for some time and got talking to him and told him about my hobby that I'd started since I'd last seen him, and asked him, because I knew he was worked in a factory on a sort of maintenance type basis, if he might just have some locks lying around at work that they didn't want, and he came up trumps. He came up with this for me. It's all in pieces at the moment. It's a Yale B850, which is a brass bodied, I think it's about 54mm padlock. So I got this on Friday, managed to pick it because it came without keys. I think in fact my friend said that they'd actually struggled to even get a key in it, so as yet I haven't found out why that is, but we'll maybe find out in this video. But this is quite a nice connection actually, because I've had a little chat in the past on YouTube with Chris about the history of locks. So this lock used to lock the main gate of the factory. Now the factory is one of the oldest ones in the town that I live. I won't go into too much detail because I don't really want to give away too much about where it's from and that sort of thing. But we, like a lot of places, have got a single big employer in a town, and we are known as part of the town's heritage is the history of this factory. So it's really nice to know that this was the main gate lock. In fact, I'll show you on here. It was actually stamped, has actually been stamped gate 1 on the bottom of there. But for whatever reason, they've either lost the key or it stopped working. So James managed to actually snag it for me. So much as thank you, buddy. I can't tell you how excited I am to have it. So what I'm going to do, having picked it Friday, I managed to strip it down, but ran out of time and had to go to bed, got things to do for the weekend. So this is the first chance that I've had to revisit it. So what I've done is I've taken the core out, I've taken the circlip off the back, and I've put a shim in there. So just as part of this video, just out of interest, I'm going to gut the core, because what I'm going to do is, for the first time ever, I'm going to try and make a key to fit this core. So that's a new thing for me. I shall take some advice off the guys on the UK Lock Sport forum. I'll try and identify the keyway. I'll go down, I'll try and get hold of a couple of blanks, and I'm hoping it should be a fairly simple thing to just file a key to fit it, and then I'll have a nice working padlock. There's a couple of other little problems with it. This is the Allen key or grub screw that holds the shackle in. At some point that's obviously got broken. The shackle came right out when I picked it. It's also missing a ball bearing, so I'm going to try and get hold of a new ball bearing. I'll try and get hold of a new grub screw. Everything else is there. I don't know quite what to do in terms of the condition of the lock. It's not in bad condition, but I don't know whether to polish it or restore it. Interested in people's views on that in the comments. But anyway, I'm rambling on an awful lot about a lock. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to gut this core. So I'll just move this stuff out of the way. And zoom in a little bit just so that you can see it. Okay, should be a very quick, simple gutting. Okay. I am going to try and keep as much of it as original as possible. I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, they do recess. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but pin 1 seems to be missing. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm sure this should be a 6-pin lock. Okay. Okay, there's quite a few wafers here. Okay, so I'm not going to focus. I'll leave them down there. Okay, so let's take this a little bit slower. Last time I picked a lock with wafers in, we had a flea circus and everything went everywhere. So nothing coming out of 1. So 2 is a spool. 3 is standard. 4 is a spool. 5 is standard. And 6 is a spool, which I definitely knew was a spool, because what I found when I picked it is I got it into a full set and I had to manually counter rotate to get 6 picked. And I can just see that a wafer is floating around in there as well. No idea which one that came from, but we'll put it in 6 just in case. And springs. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. So no idea what happened to pin 1. Nothing unusual in there. But yeah, so this is going to be part 1 of my video. I shall put a video up of my progress in making a key, and then hopefully a 3rd video of a working lock, which I'll then pick. Anyway, congratulations Chris on your 300,000 views, which is huge. I can't imagine ever reaching those sort of heights and having that many people interested enough to watch anything I'm doing. But best of luck, and thanks for actually doing the video. Let's give you a little bit more of a close-up on the pins just as a last thing. Okay, anyway, this has been my entry. Yale B, signing out. Cheers.